Well, it's Punters Inside Run once again. We come to the final day of the Melbourne Cup Carnival. Mick Sharkie joins me as always. Shark, it's been a great carnival. For once, we haven't had any issues with weather, and we're going to finish off with the 3 Group 1s at Flemington on a perfect day. We're in rare air here at the moment.
Rare air? We are. I guess we are in terms of the weather, aren't we? It's beautiful and warm today. 30-odd degrees on Friday in Melbourne? So a little bit more temperate weather tomorrow, which is a good thing because I don't know about you, Matty, but I was there on Cup Day and I was sweating up deluxe.
Yeah, I would have been scratching in the mounting yard on Cup Day as well. It was, yes, there's a lot of sweat going on, but we're in T-shirts today as expected. And Melbourne doesn't have many days like this time of year, but we look ahead to those 3 big Group 1s, the sprint, the mile and the 2,000-metre race. Exciting horses running. They're not deep races, but we've got some real class on show.
Yeah, we do. I think go in order, hey, the sprint, it looks like it's a bit odd, isn't it, that the 2 top seeds are both sprinting mares. I think mares have had a good run of it at the top level in recent years over all distances, particularly when you look at the likes of Winx when she was at her dominant best, Black Caviar before that. Imperatriz, there's people wanting to half knock her on the fact that she's only been winning at Moonee Valley, but I don't think that matters. That's just been where the races that she's been set for have been run. It just so happens that she's so effective around that venue. I can't see why she wouldn't relish the straight track. Her turn of foot is just irresistible. There's good speed in this race. She can sit first half of the field, stalk that speed, and then unleash from there.
Yeah, look, I don't think we've seen any sort of sustained sprinting performance like this since the great Black Caviar. I'm a big In Secret fan, as you know, but I looked at the stats for Imperatriz. At 8 starts in 2023, 6 wins in 2 seconds. 5 of those wins are Group 1s. I don't care where she races. She's just the fastest horse.
Yeah. It's sometimes as simple as that, isn't it? And In Secret, it's the danger. Fantastic straight track horse. 2 goes at Flemington down the straight for a win in the Coolmore, which was dominant, and a win in the Newmarket. So 2 of the biggest sprints, or arguably the 2 biggest sprints at Flemington. She's won them both. If you wanted to be creative, you could back them both and stake to get a result either way. That's probably how I'll take it with In Secret, just to cover the bet if Imperatriz gets turned over, but I'll be backing her for a result.
I'm doing exactly the same thing. So we're in agreement. So that's our anchor multi for the weekend. Imperatriz is the best of the day. We get to the mile. Betting suggests it's a race in 3. Form suggests it's a race in 3. Punters love it, the fact that it's a race in 3. Mr. Brightside, back to the mile. Alligator Blood's a star. And Fangirl, they all come out of the Cox Plate. How did you assess who wins this? I've ended up with Fangirl because I just can't get that King Charles run out of my head when she went straight past Mr. Brightside.
True. It's a telling form reference, isn't it, when you look back at their recent bodies of work? It's a shame that one of these, 2 of these 3, and that there can only be one winner, I guess, Matty, is the easiest way to say it, because they're all just in such great form, and I think you'd celebrate any one of that trio winning. Hell, even the inevitable would be a great story with Oliver riding if it was able to cause an upset and win the race. I went with Mr. Brightside. Look, there's probably more sentimentality than anything else involved here, given the Hayes team, what they've endured with the Cox Plate, with Mr. Brightside being nosed out there and then being nosed out in the Derby. I just want one to go their way, and I think this would be a great consolation prize, a $3 million mile. Small field, but a really quality field. Prior to Jenny making sure it's a genuine tempo. We'll see the best horse win this for sure.
Yeah, I think most punters will be going sort of 1 or 2 out in the first leg of the quaddie and maybe 2 or 3 out, depending on where your allegiances lie in this. I can't see anything outside it. The Champion Stakes over 2,000 metres. Of course, West Wind Blows comes off that great run in the Caulfield Cup and a good run at the Turnbull before that. I'm a big fan of this Kiwi mare Prowess. Where do you think Prowess fits into the picture?
Oh, she's right in this race. Remember, after the Vinery, she was put in as favourite for the Cox Plate. So a little bit of a delayed start to the spring through a minor injury, but that Moonee Valley mile run, I think, says that she's nearing her top. She still looked a little bit big in the yard to me in that race. So I think we'll see improvement again. And you don't know, she just might stomp up over the top here and roll over West Wind Blows and Sharkie, who similarly had a setback going into that Cox Plate. Sharkie, didn't he? Miss that run.
Yes, true.
So you'd think he would improve again into this race, shooting for 3 in a row. West Wind Blow's got the obvious form references. I think he's got to be your top pick, given the strengths of that without a fight form. And that little freshen up from the Caulfield Cup to this race, it's going to be so hard to beat.
All right, West Wind Blows for you. I'll go with Prowess on the back of the fact that has been to Australia twice for 2 wins, and just that Crystal Mile just at the end, getting to 2,000 metres where Prowess is unbeaten at 2,000 metres at 3 goes. All right, that's our 3 main races, the Group 1s. What about your bet? My best bet of the day is Imperatriz. Have you got anything else that we should be backing at Flemington?
Yeah, my best is in race 3, number 6, Schwartz. It goes to 1,400 metres, good gate, James McDonald riding. It just looks a great scenario for Schwartz. I think he'll win, get you off to a good start early in the card, Matty.
Yeah, I'm with Schwartz as well. I think there's a double there in Imperatriz into Schwartz. Anything of value? I thought the Hayes Camp might just finish off with one in the last Anilla, drawn a wide barrier, which would be the perfect place to be day 4 of the carnival. Went over to Adelaide for a nice win, stays at the 1,100. That's my value bet of the day.
Yeah, I think there's really good value. Race 5, number 2, Amakura. I think it's really well placed. It can run a really good race at each way odds.
All right, mate, let's go to Sydney and go to the big race there, the 5 Diamonds. Antino, all the rage. It's been racing really well, this horse, but just luck-wise or something-wise, just seems to find one better on the day. Does it win at a short price this time?
Yeah, I think it's Antino's turn. It can go and get the job done there. Detonator Jack's probably a horse that'll appreciate some giving the ground. He wants this distance now. He'll run well too, but Antino, surely it's his turn.
To give Democracy Manifest a start, I think getting out to 1,800. I mean, he's a tease, but 1,800 might suit Democracy Manifest.
Yeah, it could. It'll certainly help him. He keeps hitting the line at a mile, so I think the extra 200, that'll help him get into the finish too.
All right, what about your best bet? In a card I looked at, and I'm actually going to the track tomorrow, and I'm taking Nash. And I said, mate, we go to the races. If we just back Nash in Sydney, we may have a good day because that's his favourite jockey, of course, given that Nash Rawiller named his son Campbell. So there is a good connection there. What about your best bets in Sydney?
Race 6, number 2, Roots. I think that'll get the job done in the Hot Danish Group 2. It could have raced in an easier race, I guess you'd say, on Oaks Day. They've chosen the Group 2 option. And then the last, race 10, number 4, Plundering. It can win. All
right, I'm just following Nash Rawiller all day in Sydney. I guarantee you I'll finish in front. Might only be a little bit, but I'm finishing in front. I think he's in for a big day. Shark, as always, mate, great to talk to you.
Good on you, Matty.
It's a great day, the final day of the Flemington Carnival. Thanks for joining us on Punters Inside Run. Shark's had a big week. He's going to finish off with some wins, and I'm going to finish off backing my cousin, Nash. See you.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.